Hello friends. Are you struggling to understand why doesn't your child pay attention? Why do they lose focus easily? And why are they so distractible? Let me discuss with you 6 main tips today that will help you not only to improve the attention span of your child but to also help them to engage in the activity easily. The first tip is for parents themselves. What kind of instructions do you use with your child? You'd say 1 or 2 step instructions. But if your child placed a green peg when you told them to put a red peg on the board, what was your reaction? This is wrong. We are not supposed to put the red peg. Take the green peg. Remove it first. It became multiple instruction activity for them, which they might find difficult to follow. Instead, emphasize only the correct answer, which is we will put red peg on the board. Even if they take time to initiate, even if they are picking up the wrong color or they try to run away with the wrong color, you still emphasize your initial instruction, which is put the red peg on the board. We also try to give the activity to the child. Okay, let's put all the pegs on the board. But the child may not know how to initiate or they take time in initiating and processing the activity. In that case, if you play with the child, maybe taking first 2 steps and waiting till the child initiates the third step because they observed you doing it, they will be likely to perform the activity better. And as parents, how do we give structure to the child? Not for every activity, like this is how we will do it every day. Every day red, then green, then blue, then yellow pegs on the board. Instead, make a structure where the child gets something constructive or productive at the end. They understand, wow, the board is full now. Wow, you made a tower. Wow, you parked all the cars in front of the building tower, which was made of blocks. So, if it is something constructive, something productive at the end that they achieved, they will be more likely to repeat that activity. The second tip is related to the environment around the child. The child usually gets distracted either by visual distractions or sound based distractions. So you'd say, no, the room is clean, we are only 2 people sitting in the room. But if somebody frequently comes in the room and leaves for taking something, or there is too much light coming from the window, or there are too many posters or stickers on the walls, or the cupboards are open, the toys are in sight, these are all visual distractions which need to be minimized. Similarly, the sounds in the room should also be restricted. Most important, your phone should not be around you. If it keeps ringing, the child gets distracted. Third tip is related to physical activities, not necessarily physical games. If you take your child for 40 to 45 minutes of outing every day, nearly every day, which could mean swimming, cycling, in the playground, taking for a walk in the park, even that is a physical activity that will help the child in sensory regulation and calming. The fourth tip is related to the physical aspect or the posture of the child. Laid back and slumped postures don't really help. So if you provide the child with tabletop activities with appropriate height table and chair so that it's comfortable for them to function, the table is not too high or the chair is not too high that the child has to bend down to do the activity, they will participate and engage better. You can also try some core muscle based activities with them, like pushing a box full of toys, pushing a gym ball around, or pulling it backwards, pulling chairs, tables around, like creating some kind of obstacles, a running game. Similarly, carrying activities in the hand, so filling a bag or a box with blocks, carrying them across the room, and then dropping them on the other end. The fifth tip is related to fine motor activities. Your child will not write directly, so how to engage them? Introduce any kind of fine motor activities possible, like picking things with spoon, tweezers, trying to use different things like rulers or scissors. Similarly, craft-based activities like tearing, pasting, cutting with scissors, creating origami-based craft, all of these can help in developing fine motor skills of the child. And the sixth final tip is related to try to provide activities appropriate for your child. Match the activity to the child's ability, to his developmental level. If you try to give an 8-year-old blocks to stack, they might not be interested because you think they have never tried this before, so this will be a new activity for them. But their developmental age level does not call for this activity. Maybe they would like to do something more intellectual, like reading of books, enacting, or trying to draw something, color something, create some kind of crafts. Taking the example of pegboard again. If you give them the same activity every day, let's put pegs on the board. So you are encouraging the repetitiveness of the activities. Instead, one day you drop all the pegs on the floor and ask them to collect it and place it on the board. Second day, you just take out the pegs and ask them to throw them in a box, increasing the distance as you go. Third day, you might ask them to place them directly based on color sorting. So all red, all green, then on blue, then all yellow. Then you can create a random sequence. Today we will do red, yellow, blue, green. Next sequence, green, blue, red, yellow. So in this way, they learn to do the same activity in a variety of ways without getting the chance of repeating the activity on their own. Let me know if these 6 tips were helpful for you to improve the attention of your child. Most importantly, get them engaged in activities. Like the video if it was interesting. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon. Also add any comments, queries, suggestions that you might have for my channel. I'd like to address them. We'll meet again soon. Bye.